1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cameras, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at prisonplanet.tv. The Fall of America and the Western World is an all-new 10-hour documentary and survival guide rolled into one. In this film, you will see the reasons why our government is failing and what you can do to prepare. Featuring Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, Joseph Farah, David Icke, Naomi Wolf, G. Edward Griffin, Doug McIntyre, Mark Crispin Miller, Mickey Z, Doug Casey, David McElvaney, and myself, Alex Jones. Protect yourself and get the tools you need to protect your family from these difficult times. The Fall of America and the Western World at www.thefallofamerica.net or click on the banners at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Again, that website's www.thefallofamerica.net or call 800-655-1577. Prepare yourself and the ones you love today. Fallofamerica.net. All right, it's our final segment with our guest. I'll continue with calls and other news at the end of the broadcast. It's on the AM and FM dial, XM, global shortwave, and other satellite systems. But I'm going to do at least 20, 30 minutes into overdrive today on several key subjects like MSNBC hit piece, smears Tea Party as neo-Nazis, and how that dovetails with the Washington Post, the New York Times, Atlantic Monthly, and at least 3 other publications yesterday that came out and basically demonized me and implied that I'm dangerous. We never talk about violence. We never talk about killing people unless it's in self-defense. You know, I say if somebody breaks in my house, you better, get ready to die, some crook or whatever. And they are coming after me big time. And believe me, a lot of people are like, man, that's great. That's great for your ego. No, it's not great, okay? What's great is beating these people. I'm doing this because I don't want to be a slave. I'm fundamentally angry about being enslaved, okay, folks? This isn't about being a little media whore, okay? This is dangerous for what we're doing, and Gerald Celente's got a lot of courage as well. And Gerald, again, they're really taking the gloves off. What do you expect them to try against us in the future, A? And then B, what are some basic solutions to not just protect ourselves individually, but turn the tables on them and take things back at the state level? How do you expect the Tea Parties, as you said 3 years ago, that you predicted, the Second American Revolution, you called them tax protest groups. How do you see them morphing to the next level that you've predicted?
All right, on the first level, when they lose control, they attack, and that's what the media is doing. People are reading less and less of those publications and watching less of those news broadcasts that you mentioned. So anytime, they're going to do anything they can to discredit those that aren't members of the club. The Tea Parties are only the first step, and we see it going into something greater and more inclusive. They will demonize anything they possibly can, but it'll be unsuccessful in the long term. Again, you pointed out, and as we saw, Sarah Palin has put her imprimatur on it, and others, these talk show hosts. So they're trying to hijack the Tea Party, so therefore they're trying to demonize it in some levels. But that's just the beginning. The other question about the solutions. It makes news when these politicians show up somewhere and all of a sudden they start getting drowned out by crowds. Just like Pom-Pom Pelosi did yesterday as she was shouted down for the continuation of the wars and all the other backtracking that she's done. People have to get involved. And it all starts within. And this isn't spiritual, mumbo jumbo. It's a fact. If you want, there's an old saying, when the people are ready, the leader arrives. People have to start engaging. They have to get in shape, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We cannot go on the way we are. We're looking at a country that, of the people over 50, we're looking at 40% of them becoming obese and try to achieve anything great. We have to get in shape in every way we can. You know this John Wooden that just died, that great basketball coach from UCLA? I was reading his obituary, and he used to carry this little sheet of paper around, and one of the things that it said on it, create a masterpiece every day. Think in those terms of the greatness that you could achieve. Don't get dragged down by everybody else's trip. And as we as a nation to do it in a practical manner, I don't buy anything from China.
Well, here's an example to interrupt briefly, and then we'll let you finish up and let you go, Gerald. I was watching a documentary last night with my children about on PBS, on KLRU locally, about the history of Pluto, and how a farm boy with almost no education built his own telescopes out of old tractor parts and mirrors, impressed the local observatory, would come in there on the weekends and clean it and polish the equipment for free when he was like 17, 18 years old. And then on his own would take these high-tech systems of the day that the observatory didn't even know how to properly use and take photographs at night and then overlay them, and on his own found Pluto when he was like 20 years old. That's what made America great, with almost all the inventions and everything else. He wasn't 18 years old, out there getting drunk, acting like an idiot. He was out there finding Pluto. I'm sorry to digress, but there were so many Americans like that. How do we go from that to the jellyfish so many people are today?
Well, again, the change has already happened, and it's happening with the Tea Parties. So anybody that says that the future is predetermined is trying to rob you of your dignity and the soul within you. We create the future, and we could have an America far greater than we can ever imagine if people engage into it in a moral way. Not by violence or guns, but by minds and intellect. And again, on a simple level, it's summertime. Grow as much as you can. Rip up those lawns that you're dumping chemicals on to grow grass that you can't eat or smoke, and do something productive on it. Support your local, go to the farmers markets. They're all over the place. Become involved on the local level. Not as a politico, but somebody that becomes involved to know what's going on so that you can direct it in the manner that you believe. Teach your children. Teach your children to be honest at every possible level and to do business cleanly. So those are the things that we could do. And again, as I was mentioning, I don't buy anything from China. I don't have to. Unfortunately, we have to buy electronic equipment because most of it's made there. But anything else, I'll go into a store, I look at the bottom, I believe in the golden rule. Both of them. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and those that have the gold rule. And I don't want to be ruled by the Chinese. So we need to do business with each other. I come up with a little Gandhi. Gandhi brought down the English Empire when they controlled India. How did he do it? He told the people, don't buy anything from them. Make your own. And there's a movement going on right now in India that has that same message. Drink Indian, eat Indian, buy Indian. Buy U.S., drink U.S., support local. We can do it if we bring it all back. The people that's saying that we can't manufacture, we can't build our way out of this, have become the corporate slaves that don't have it within them, the courage or the dignity to make that happen. I believe we could become an America far greater than we could ever imagine if we go back to what made us great before.
Absolutely. You mentioned the electronics. I try to buy American, or at least Canadian or Mexican. At least there's some trade between us. And I never go in Walmart. I hardly ever go in Target. And I never buy things I don't need that are made overseas. But at the same time, we're coming out with these little flash drives that have Infowars.com on them, because people keep requesting them. So what gets requested, we add to the store. And you cannot buy flash drives made in America. Now, we are getting the Infowars printed in America. And guess what? That costs twice as much as it does to have it done in China. So these things are going to cost a couple dollars more than a flash drive at the store, because the Infowars.com is printed in America. And so, you cannot find them made in America. What is we have a sponsor, Diamond Gusset Jeans, made in